Hello dog lover, in this video I'm going to talk about how do you deal with an extremely fearful dog that you have or you have adopted. How do you deal with them physically, emotionally and mentally? I'm going to go in details. I'm going to show you and teach you how I would do it. I have Rubik's, who's Italian Greyhound. She is a little bit sensitive, fearful. She has also not been trained, so we're going to work on her, and I'm going to share some tips with you how you can deal with your extremely fearful dog. All that and more coming up.
This week's video is sponsored by Saro Dog Training online courses, helping you to become an educated dog lover.
So how do you control a beagle? How do you control a dog? You train them. Harvey, come! Harvey, stop! Nope! Harvey, sit! That's how you control a beagle, a dog.
To start learning, visit the link below.
So I actually got inspired by one of my viewers who asked the following question, which is going to be on screen for a little while. So this viewer is asking, what can she do with her dog who's very fearful and doesn't feel comfortable correcting it or dealing with it? And also this dog goes and hides all the time. So the person doesn't feel comfortable dealing with this dog. So how do you go about dealing with an extremely fearful dog? So one of the first things that I want you to focus on is understanding that whatever caused your dog to be fearful, it's not the real point to focus your energy on. So don't take the time or don't invest the energy to find out what caused your dog to become fearful. If you could find out whether it was the fireworks or it was a man with a hat who abused your dog, whatever it is, if you could find it, obviously you could avoid those situations for now until you have helped your dog. The second thing that I want you to understand is if your dog is fearful, you have to be extremely clean and firm and very fair to your dog to teach it that this is wrong and this is right. So if a dog is fearful, you have to have the energy and the power to tell your dog that that's a bad feeling that you're having. I understand that, but you shouldn't be feeling that way. So the way you're going to communicate that with your dog is through training. But also you have to provide your dog's daily 5 essential needs, which are exercise, training, socialization, care, and then affection as well. The training that you're going to do with your dog has to be a short session of mini training sessions, but many of them throughout the day. So I would say maybe 5 to 10 mini sessions throughout the day. Now the other thing that I want you to do is when you have an extremely fearful dog and your dog is going and hiding in places and is not coming out and you're having a hard time getting your dog, what I want you to do, so you can see she's very timid, right? So what I want you to do is put the leash on. Don't be too extremely aggressive and don't be also too extremely soft. Be in the middle, firm. So nope. So what you want to say to your dog is, you want to say that don't get into that feeling. The problem with extremely fearful dogs is that they're always in that zone, in that negative zone. They're always thinking negative. They're in the negative zone most of the time. So you want to snap them out of that state of mind. You want to make them to focus on a positive activity. In this case, I would do training and exercise at the same time. So one of the things that I would do is I'll put the leash on and I'll just walk around with my dog in the living room just to get my dog to start physically and mentally focus on this activity. This is a positive activity. There's no negative activity in this exercise that we're doing. My dog at the moment is fearful, but he or she is focusing on one thing, and that thing is me, my energy, and my guidance. So therefore, what I would do is I would just continue on pressuring my dog, my fearful dog, to focus on me, because I want to be the energy that my dog needs to pay attention and focus, not the things or the experiences that cause my dog to have those emotions. Maybe for 2 weeks or so, I will just focus on teaching my dog to sit. So the way you're going to do is, instead of being aggressive and negative, you're going to say, Rubik, sit. Good, sit, good girl. Yes, good girl. Okay. So do these activities. So get your dog snap out of that negative zone that it is. Rubik, sit. Nope. So don't feel bad correcting your dog. Remember, a fearful dog, any dog actually, needs to learn that life has negative and positive. If you do something wrong, I will correct you. If you feel bad, I will correct you. You want to be able to correct your dog physically, emotionally, and mentally. Because if you don't do it, if you don't allow your dog to learn both negative and positive, then you're being one source of energy which is positive, and positive usually it's not reality. Life is not only positive. Life has negative and positive experiences. So Rubik's, sit. Nope. You want to focus on teaching your dog to sit nicely. Good girl. So do you see what is happening here? She is not thinking about what has happened before. She's focused on learning to focus on perfecting the sit and listening to me. Good girl. Yes. Yes. Good girl. And move around and train and get your dog to focus on one thing that you want. You don't want her to focus on negative experiences that she had. You want her to focus on you and your positive energy. Rubik, sit. Nope. Good, sit. Good girl. And you can do this throughout the day, few times a day, maybe 5-10 times a day. Just practice sit. Maybe you're sitting and watching your favorite TV show, right? What you can do, you can practice the sit. So Rubik, sit. Good, sit. Nope. So she's trying to come and hug me and all that, but your dog may be doing the opposite. Your dog may be running away from you. It doesn't matter whether they're coming or going. What you want to do is focus on perfecting the sit. The dog has to focus on the sit. So after a few weeks, you can start practicing on stay. Okay, so we're going to add, let's pretend a few weeks has passed by. Rubik's, sit. Nope. Good, sit. Stay. Walk away from the dog. Nope. And correct your dog gently, not aggressively. Good girl. Especially if you have a fragile small dog, be gentle. Don't be aggressive. Don't be sweet and gentle either. So stay. So this won't work. Stay. Stay. Good girl. Oh, good girl. That's what happens when you are soft. Right? It makes the dog to break the command. And when they break the command, they don't learn. And you're not a good teacher when you are too soft. And when you're aggressive also, you're not a good teacher either. Watch this. Rubik, sit. Stay. So I'm very aggressive now. And her body language is telling me that, I didn't like that. That was too uncomfortable. I'm going to do it, but I'm too uncomfortable. And that doesn't help us to build a healthy relationship. It makes it it become actually a negative relationship. So yes, my dog is going to listen to me when I'm aggressive and very intimidating, but it doesn't help our relationship to be positive. So I want you to be somewhere in between. So Rubik's this way. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. Snap her out of that negative state of mind and bring her to reality. Rubik, sit. Good, sit. Good girl. Stay. Nope. Good, sit. Good, stay. Good girl. Yay! Good girl. Yes. Okay. Okay. So we're going to practice this for weeks and months. So what I want you to understand again is focus on snapping your dog's mind out of negative zone and only focus on, let them to focus on you and positive environment and zones and energies. If you do that, you'll see that your dog's negative behavior is going to start fading out and the positive behaviors are going to start building up. First few days or week, it may be all bad, it all looks negative, it all looks bad, but that's the way everything happens. To change something, at first it feels bad and then it starts getting better and better. So don't focus on negative energy. Don't let your dog to focus on negative energy as well. So hopefully this video helped. With the help of Rubik's, you got some pointers and you're gonna start working on your fearful dogs to get better results. And if you have any questions, leave those questions in the comments area. And until next time, have fun with your dog.